Sit back and enjoy an hour of fascinating facts you didn't know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started. The jackfruit is the largest fruit that grows on trees and can reach up to 77 pounds. Its origin is in southwestern India, but today it is cultivated in several regions of Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Some people have gray eyes, a rare color found in less than 1% of the world's population. This tone is caused by the amount and distribution of melanin in the iris, creating a unique appearance that can slightly change depending on lighting conditions. The Benz patent motor wagon was patented by Carl Benz in 1886 and is considered the first car with an internal combustion engine. Its structure combines steel tubing and wooden panels. It had rear-wheel drive and an innovative design for its time. Its initial price was 600 German gold marks, equivalent to about $150 back then. Adjusted for inflation, its current value would be around $5,000. Be very careful when stepping in puddles and forests. In this video, you can see how deep and dangerous they can be. What you are seeing on screen is the shadow effect or radioactive shadow. The most famous examples were left by the explosions in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The temperature of these blasts exceeded 1,080,000 degrees Fahrenheit. This caused the shadows of people and objects to be permanently imprinted on the ground and walls. In this photo, you can see the shadow of a man who is sitting on some steps waiting for the bank to open on that tragic day. Quasi is a 16-foot 4-inch sculpture created by New Zealand artist Ronnie van Hout. It represents a hand with a human face and is based on scans of parts of his own body. It was installed by helicopter on the roof of the City Gallery Wellington in New Zealand on August 19, 2019. Its name refers to Quasimodo, the character from The Hunchback of Notre Dame by Victor Hugo. The work has generated mixed reactions due to its unusual appearance. Meet Narwhal, the famous puppy born with a second tail on his head. He was named after the narwhal fish, known as the unicorn of the seas, due to the tail on his head. He was abandoned by his first family, but now lives at the MCM Mission Dog Rescue Center in Missouri, serving as the organization's symbol. His veterinarian stated that there was no real reason to remove the second tail since it poses no danger to the charming animal's life. The bunny harvestman is a harvestman, a type of non-venomous arachnid. Its appearance is unusual, with protrusions resembling ears and yellow spots that look like eyes. It was photographed in Ecuador by naturalist Andreas K. in 2017. Although its look may seem intimidating, it is completely harmless. It is believed that its form helps deter predators. Justin Bateman is a British artist who recreates famous works of art using stones and pebbles. His mosaics include portraits of historical figures and iconic paintings. He works on beaches and in forests, especially in Thailand, where he leaves his ephemeral creations. His technique involves arranging stones of different sizes and colors to achieve surprising detail. Although his works disappear over time, he documents them in photographs. The spider of the genus Cyclocosmia has a truncated, disc-shaped abdomen that allows it to camouflage itself and block the entrance to its burrow. It is found in countries such as Mexico, Guatemala, the United States, China, Vietnam, Laos, and Thailand. Its appearance resembles a coin due to the texture and shape of its body. It lives in clay and humid soils, where it digs tunnels to take shelter. Its defensive behavior makes it unique among spiders. Although it looks strange, it poses no serious danger to humans. The Hisar sheep is a breed native to Central Asia, especially Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and Kyrgyzstan. It is distinguished by its large size and thick tail where it stores fat. This adaptation allows it to survive in extreme climates with little food. Its body structure gives it a robust and disproportionate appearance. It is raised mainly for its meat and fat rather than its wool. Ketchup was once sold as medicine. The condiment was invented in China and was prescribed and sold to people with indigestion, as it was a mixture of anchovies and caramel, which was rather unpleasant. In 1834, the British added tomato, as it was beneficial for various ailments. Knickers is an Australian steer of enormous size, weighing around 2,860 pounds and standing about 6 feet 7 inches tall. His massive figure has attracted worldwide attention, as he appears even larger compared to smaller cattle breeds. In addition, steers are generally bigger than females, which explains part of his size. Veterinarians say his magnitude is relative to his breed and physical characteristics. This is the proboscis monkey, a species with a peculiar nose that is long, swollen, and fleshy. Researchers believe it plays a role in mate selection, as females prefer males with larger noses because it allows them to produce louder vocalizations. This animal feeds mainly on fruits and tree leaves, and both sexes have large bellies, giving them a somewhat round appearance. This is the Crooked Church of Greece. It is located in the abandoned village of Erpoto, in the heart of the country. The church tilted 17 degrees after a landslide that sank the village 6 inches. The church's tilt is greater than that of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which leans nearly 4 degrees. Viergepen is a traditional sport from the Netherlands that consists of using a pole to jump across rivers and canals. It originated from Frisian farmers who used poles to move between lands separated by waterways. The first official competition was recorded in 1771, and the modern rules were established in 1957. Annual tournaments are still held in the Netherlands. The Maha Chanak mango is a variety native to Thailand, recognized for its sweet flavor and bright orange color. Although its seed is smaller and thinner than that of other mangoes, it is still present in the fruit. It was developed as a hybrid with support from Thailand's Department of Agriculture. The Cubaris sp rubber ducky is a terrestrial isopod native to Thailand. Its common name comes from its yellow color and rounded shape, which resemble a rubber duck. It belongs to the family Armadillidae and is popular in tropical terrariums. Its function is to decompose organic matter and maintain ecosystem balance. As a defense mechanism, it can curl into a ball to protect itself. Despite their enormous size and short arms, it is believed that Tyrannosaurus rex dinosaurs were excellent swimmers and could swim for many miles in open water. This is the largest gold bar in the world. It weighs 550 pounds and has an approximate value of $17 million. The interesting thing is that anyone can touch it. It is located at the Toy Gold Mine theme park in Japan. Hobby horsing is a sport that originated in Finland, in which participants simulate equestrian events, such as jumping and dressage using stick horses. Although it began as a children's activity, it requires physical and technical skills similar to horseback riding. In Frankfurt, Germany, the first international championship was held with more than 300 riders. Its popularity has grown in Europe and continues to expand to other countries. This is how elephants chew and swallow their food. They use their powerful molars to grind the vegetation they eat, such as leaves, branches, and grass. Throughout their lives, they replace their teeth up to 5 times. Rainbows are actually full circles, but we usually only see the upper part because of the horizon. To observe a rainbow in its entirety, one must be at a high elevation. Ants, after collecting grains and seeds they need for food, hide them underground and split them in half. This prevents the seeds from germinating, even under favorable conditions. However, unlike other seeds, ants divide coriander seeds into 4 parts, since coriander seeds can sprout even when cut in half, but not when divided into 4 pieces. Some people's hair has so much volume and air that it is practically hydrophobic. Watch how little it gets wet when submerged in water. The Vytopna Railway Restaurant in Prague offers a unique experience for train lovers. Located in Wenceslas Square, this themed restaurant features 2,950 feet of tracks and 14 computer-controlled locomotives. Drinks and some dishes arrive directly at the table on miniature trains. It is a popular place for its original concept and railway atmosphere. Heinz introduced an innovative ketchup dispenser ring called the Hidden Gem. This accessory allows sauce lovers to discreetly carry it to any restaurant. Its design includes a reusable mechanism that makes supplying ketchup easier. There is a variant of chess that combines the classic rules of the game with principles of quantum mechanics. It is called quantum chess. In this version, there is no check, since the pieces can split and exist in superposition. That means they can occupy 2 squares at once and only define their position when attacked, which is why a threat alone is not enough. This is based on Schrödinger's cat principle. The claws of several feline species are retractable, meaning they remain hidden until the animal decides to extend them. This system helps keep them protected and silent while hunting. Meet Kim Peek, the incredible man who could memorize absolutely everything. He was diagnosed with macrocephaly, a brain condition that prevented the connection between both hemispheres, stopping information exchange between cells. Because of this, he could retain up to 98% of everything he saw, heard, and read. He could even memorize entire books and read 2 pages at the same time, one with each eye. He died at 58 years old from a heart attack. Tree growth rings allow scientists to determine a tree's age and the climatic conditions it has faced. Each year, the tree forms a new ring with a light layer in spring and summer when it grows quickly. In autumn and winter, growth slows, forming a darker layer. The width of the rings varies depending on temperature, water, and nutrient availability. Studying them helps understand environmental changes over time. Kiyotaka Mizukoshi is a Japanese artist recognized for his detailed miniature rooms. His passion began when he recreated his own bedroom in small scale for a school project. Since then, he has perfected his technique and gained recognition on social media and in exhibitions. His works stand out for their realism and meticulous precision. Each piece reflects his dedication to the craft of miniature art. Mr. Brick creates works of art using Lego pieces. His projects include recreations of photographs, paintings, and logos with a 3-dimensional touch. Each design stands out for its precision and creativity. This is the highest peak in Ecuador, the Chimborazo volcano, which rises more than 19,680 feet. It is truly astonishing, especially because it is the point on Earth closest to the sun. There is a fissure where you can see the separation of tectonic plates. This is the Sulfur Fissure, the only place in the world where you can see the division between the Eurasian and American tectonic plates. It is located in the national park called Thingvellir in Iceland and lies under crystal clear water, allowing you to clearly see the separation. It is a wonderful experience for diving and snorkeling enthusiasts, as there is nothing like it anywhere else on Earth. Card throwing is, without a doubt, an incredible skill. Achieving power and speed when throwing them is simple. All you need to do is hold the card between your index and middle fingers, then swing your arm so that the force comes from behind, and throw it as fast as you can. With a bit of precision, you could perform these amazing tricks and impress your friends. Shifak are lemurs from Madagascar known for their peculiar way of moving on the ground. Instead of walking, they perform sideways hops using their hind legs while keeping their front legs raised for balance. This adaptation has earned them the nickname dancing lemurs. Their true agility is in the trees, where they can move skillfully and make long jumps between branches. It is estimated that a ram's head butt can generate up to 764 pounds of force. To put it in perspective, an amateur boxer's punch is around 517 pounds of force. Rams are known to use their heads as tools for defense and competition within their groups. The desert rain frog lives in Namibia and South Africa. It has short limbs and a round body, which prevents it from jumping like other frogs. Instead of leaping, it buries itself in the sand to protect itself and retain moisture. Its sticky skin helps trap sand particles as camouflage. It has adapted to arid environments, obtaining most of its water from fog. Tennis balls must be kept at a certain temperature to bounce properly. The reason lies in their internal structure. Inside these balls is a hollow core, a round space coated with rubber containing gas. If the temperature of the ball changes, the gas pressure inside changes, affecting its dynamics. That is why the colder it is, the less it bounces. Conversely, the warmer it is, the more it bounces. Its ideal temperature is 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Some animals have fake eyes on their fur to deter predators. For example, tigers have white spots on the back of their ears to prevent attacks from behind. Other animals, such as vultures, appear to have much larger eyes to look more intimidating. Thumb is one of the smallest game consoles in the world, created by tiny circuits. Its dimensions are about 1 1/4 inches by 0.7 inches. It features a black and white OLED screen measuring 2.8 by 1.6 inches. It includes a speaker, a directional pad, and two buttons similar to those on a Game Boy. It comes with 5 pre-installed games, such as Tiny Blocks and Space Debris. This is the island of Baljanak in Croatia. It is known worldwide as the Fingerprint Island. The small divisions are formed by hundreds of hand-built stone panels originally made for agricultural purposes. Saffron is the most expensive spice in the world, known as red gold for its high value. It comes from the flower Crocus sativus, and its harvest is done entirely by hand. Around 250,000 flowers are needed to obtain 2 pounds and 3 ounces of saffron. Its price can exceed $8,165 per pound, depending on quality and origin. Sumo is a traditional Japanese sport with mythological roots, where 2 wrestlers compete in a circular ring called a dohyo. This space is considered sacred and is purified before each tournament. The objective is to push the opponent out of the area or make them touch the ground with any part of the body except the feet. Wrestlers achieve their large size through a calorie-rich diet. The cartilage in some people's noses is so soft that they can do this. The Tasmanian devil, a carnivorous marsupial native to the island of Tasmania, is famous for its fierce growl and great strength for its size. Interestingly, this small but powerful animal has survived extinction on the Australian mainland, but is endangered due to a contagious disease. Conservation efforts have intensified to protect this iconic species from extinction. Potato chips in fried snacks can act as fire starters due to their composition. They contain corn starch and vegetable oil, which are highly combustible. When exposed to heat, these ingredients facilitate ignition and can sustain a flame for an extended period. Ostrich racing is a sport practiced in several parts of the world, especially in South Africa and the United States. These birds can reach speeds of up to 43 miles per hour. Although there is no official regulatory entity, events are usually organized independently. The practice requires skill and concentration, as ostriches are fast and difficult to control. Veterinary chiropractic care is applied to dogs, cats, and horses to improve their mobility. Chiropractors adjust the spine and joints using painless manual techniques. Some birds take ant baths. They perch on European red ant colonies, which release formic acid as a defense mechanism, a natural insecticide. This behavior has been observed in more than 250 bird species. These are some of the largest screws in the world. They are used to anchor the supports of solar panels and can measure up to 6 feet 6 inches in length. Bananas are the most consumed fruit in the world. Every year, humans eat more than 100 billion of them. Their popularity comes from their taste, versatility, and nutritional value. They are a rich source of potassium, fiber, and essential vitamins. Octopus suckers are specialized structures located on their tentacles. They work through a vacuum mechanism that allows them to adhere to various surfaces. They are surrounded by a flexible membrane and have an inner layer that enhances grip. They are essential for movement and prey capture. They can stick to both smooth and rough surfaces. The Wilson Pobno avocado, also called the longneck avocado, is characterized by its elongated shape and bright green skin. It is grown mainly in tropical regions and is recognized for its unusual size. Clouds are formed by droplets of water or ice crystals suspended in the atmosphere. When the temperature rises, the warm air gradually evaporates these particles. This process happens slowly, depending on humidity and other weather factors. Under suitable conditions, the cloud loses density and eventually disappears. Chinese calligraphy is considered an art form in Chinese culture and not just a means of writing. Interestingly, calligraphy has been practiced for more than 2,000 years, and each stroke is carefully executed to express the beauty and meaning of Chinese characters. Calligraphy is valued not only for its aesthetics, but also for its ability to reflect the calligrapher's personality and education. The Atlantic royal flycatcher is a bird endemic to southeastern Brazil with distinctive plumage. Its fan-shaped crest displays vibrant colors, red, blue, and black. During courtship, the male spreads it to attract females. Generally, it keeps the crest folded and only extends it at specific moments. The island of the pheasants changes nationality. This small island of 32,000 square feet, located between France and Spain, changes hands every 6 months according to the Treaty of the Pyrenees between these two countries. From February to August, it belongs to Spain, and during the other 6 months, it belongs to France. Animation is a content creator specialized in flipbook animation. His work stands out for fluid and creative illustrations achieved with advanced drawing and editing techniques. On social media, he shares his creation process and teaches animation to his audience. His videos show how he brings his drawings to life through illustrated sequences. The pitahaya, known as the dragon fruit, is the fruit of various cactus species from the genera Hylocereus and Selenocereus. It is native to Central and South America but is now cultivated in tropical regions around the world. Its thick, scaly skin can be pink, red, or yellow. Inside, the pulp is white or red with small edible black seeds. Its flavor is mild and slightly sweet, similar to melon or pear. Stilts allow a person to walk elevated above the ground using supports attached to their feet or legs. They are used in different cultures for artistic, festive, sports, and work purposes. They can be made of wood, metal, or synthetic materials. They are popular in street performances, carnivals, and the circus. Stilts have been part of tradition in various societies throughout history. The robot is a spherical police robot developed in Wenzhou, China. It was designed for patrol and crowd control with advanced capabilities such as launching nets and tear gas. Created by Zhejiang University and Longcheer Technology, it can operate on land and water. Its robust structure allows it to withstand extreme impacts. Drinking water is the most consumed beverage in the world, as it is essential for life. However, tea ranks second in global consumption, surpassing coffee and soft drinks. Its popularity is due to its many varieties and health benefits. In countries like China, India, and the United Kingdom, tea is a fundamental part of the culture. The tule tree is a Montezuma cypress located in Santa Maria del Tule, Oaxaca, Mexico, and is famous for its enormous trunk. It stands 138 feet tall and is estimated to be more than 2,000 years old. Its trunk is the widest in the world, with a diameter of 48 feet. Its lush canopy has a circumference of 190 feet. It is considered a symbol of Mexican biodiversity and tradition. In Bavaria, Germany, a construction project using advanced three-dimensional printing has been developed. The BOD2 printer can manufacture structures using sustainable materials such as iTech 3D. These homes are durable and have less environmental impact. In addition, the technology allows for the design of customized houses. The striped anemone, scientifically known as Dophlenia armata, is a marine animal with an unusual appearance. It is found in tropical waters off the western coast of Australia. Because of its look, it has been mistaken for alien creatures or unknown species. Its sting is extremely painful and can cause symptoms lasting several months. In some cases, contact with its tentacles causes severe skin irritation. Until Donald Trump became President of the United States, John F. Kennedy had been the wealthiest president in history. Benedict Hild is a photographer specializing in miniature photography. His work stands out for creating detailed scenes with tiny figures in everyday environments. He has developed collections such as Little Mannheim and Little Heidelberg. His artistic approach offers a unique and creative perspective of the small-scale world. A Chinese company released transparent toilets. According to them, this allows the user to see the entire journey of their waste before it goes down the drain. It is somewhat unpleasant. Albinism does not exist only in humans, but also in animals. It is a genetic condition that affects the ability to produce melanin, causing little or no pigmentation. It is a rare disorder documented in nearly all vertebrate species, including humans. Albinism can cause difficulties for animals, such as trouble finding food, protection challenges, and reproductive issues, among others. Wu Yulu is a Chinese farmer from Beijing who creates robots out of scrap materials. He has built more than 30 models with various functions. His creativity has led him to develop ingenious designs using recycled materials. However, he has faced some setbacks, including a house fire caused by one of his robots. Despite these accidents, he continues to improve his creations. Female mosquitoes often live longer than males. Only female mosquitoes bite humans and animals to feed on blood, which they also use to produce their eggs. Mosquito bites can cause itchy bumps, but some people may have a stronger reaction. Chicken eggs have a porous shell that allows the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. The number of pores on the shell is approximately 17,000. This feature is essential for the respiration of the embryo if the egg is fertilized. It also affects the egg's preservation and quality. The porosity facilitates the evaporation of water over time. Nikifor Ivanov grows microapples in the Yakutia region of Siberia, where trees have adapted their growth to the extreme cold. These tiny fruits are the size of pearls and can fit inside a matchbox. The apple trees withstand temperatures as low as 76 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit and have reduced their size as an adaptation to the climate. Despite their size, the apples are crisp and edible with a slightly tart flavor. People can spend nearly 5,000 hours of their lives looking for lost items. This equals approximately 6.5 months, assuming a life expectancy of 82 years. The most commonly misplaced objects include keys, phones, and glasses. The time lost varies depending on how often things are misplaced. Although it may seem minor, these searches consume a considerable part of our lives. The FDA recommends a maximum daily intake of 14 thousandths of an ounce of caffeine, equivalent to 2 or 3 cups of coffee. Exceeding this amount can cause anxiety, nervousness, and insomnia. Although drinking several cups of coffee in a day may cause serious effects, the estimated lethal dose is about 1/3 of an ounce of caffeine, roughly 100 cups. The thorny devil is a lizard that inhabits the deserts of Australia. Its skin is covered in spines and has a capillary system that allows it to absorb water. This mechanism helps it stay hydrated without drinking directly. It can collect water from rain or by placing its feet in a puddle. Its diet consists mainly of ants. It is harmless, and its appearance protects it from predators. Bartosz Ostolowski is a Polish race car driver who lost both arms in a motorcycle accident in 2006. Despite this challenge, he learned to drive with his feet and became a professional drift driver. He obtained an international FIA license and competes in the Polish Drift Championship. The Taisei ecological reproduction system is a demolition method developed in Japan. It was created by Taisei Corporation to reduce dust and noise during building demolition. The structure is dismantled from the inside and from top to bottom in a controlled way. Cranes and hydraulic systems are used to remove materials without explosives. A temporary cover over the building captures debris and minimizes pollution. Gamutra is a traditional Indian drink made from cow urine. It is sold in pharmacies and Ayurvedic medical centers. Many believe it has healing properties for various diseases. However, there is no scientific evidence supporting these benefits. Despite this, its consumption remains common in some communities. Koalas are known for their calm lifestyle and tendency to sleep for long hours. They spend most of the day sleeping, around 18 to 20 hours, which allows them to conserve energy due to their low-nutrient eucalyptus leaf diet. Environmental activist Rob Greenfield conducted the experiment Trash Me to raise awareness about excessive waste. For 30 days, he kept all his trash in a transparent suit made of plastic bags. At the end of the month, the suit weighed more than 99 pounds. India's railway system is one of the largest and oldest in the world, with more than 42,300 miles of tracks connecting cities and towns across the country. Interestingly, Indian trains carry more than 23 million people each day, equivalent to the entire population of Australia. This vast railway network is an essential backbone for India's economy and society. Cows do not have upper front teeth, but a dental pad on the upper part of their mouth. This structure allows them to tear grass by pressing their lower teeth against it. Although they can bite, their bite does not cause significant harm. He is Billy Mitchell, a former video game player who broke many records during the 1980s and 90s. He was considered the world champion of Pac-Man and Donkey Kong until 2018, when an investigation concluded that all his scores were fraudulent. Billy denied it, but was still removed from record lists and even banned from submitting new scores. However, believe it or not, after further investigations it was determined that there was no cheating, so all his records had to be reinstated. If you ever encounter a cougar, never turn your back on it. These felines, experts in ambush, will wait for you to turn around to attack. Walk backwards slowly while keeping your eyes on the cougar, but avoid direct eye contact, as it may interpret that as a challenge. Maintain a firm posture and raise your arms to appear larger. Do not run, as that triggers its predatory instinct. Koala bears, despite their name, are not bears but marsupials belonging to the same family as kangaroos and wombats. They are native to Australia and feed mainly on eucalyptus leaves. This town broadcasts the first interstellar tourism campaign inviting extraterrestrials to visit us. A group of scientists, linguists, and scholars from Kentucky, United States, transmitted a coded message hoping it would be received by some alien in deep space. We believe the 235 trillion-mile trip is worth it, says this curious tourism ad presented as the first interstellar campaign. The first tests of penicillin were conducted on mice. If they had been done on other animals, such as guinea pigs, history would have been different, since they are allergic. In the canals of Xochimilco are the famous trajineras, boats used for both transportation and tourism. The trajineras are long, narrow wooden boats painted in bright colors and decorated with striking designs. The one central circle is the tallest circular building in the world, with 33 floors and a height of 453 feet. Its design, created by architect Joseph Di Pasquale, stands out for an inner hole measuring 193 feet in diameter. Located in China, it symbolizes prosperity and architectural innovation. Its construction required an investment of approximately $20 million. Watch how this spotted sandpiper escapes danger. Instead of simply flying, it can also swim and dive to flee from predators, using its aquatic ability to find shelter quickly. The Canova robot is an industrial robot developed by the company Canova Robotics, designed specifically to perform painting and artistic tasks using automated painting tools. This robot stands out for its precision and flexibility, allowing it to create detailed and complex strokes on various surfaces, from canvases to three-dimensional objects. It uses artificial intelligence and computer vision systems to interpret images and reproduce patterns. The Eden Project is a botanical garden located in Cornwall, England, and is one of the largest in the world. Its design features geodesic domes that recreate different biomes, such as a humid tropical climate and a Mediterranean one. It also includes an outdoor area with typical English gardens. It houses more than 100,000 plants representing 5,000 species from various climate zones. Kuranushi is a Japanese artist who creates impressive works using recycled cardboard. His technique consists of cutting and assembling pieces to form detailed figures. He uses strategic shadows to give depth and realism to his creations. Spacewalk is a roller coaster-shaped sculpture located in Wonho Park in Pohang, South Korea. It was designed by German artists Heike Mutter and Ulrich Gent and is the largest contemporary artwork in the country. The installation allows visitors to walk through it, except for the large loop in the center. Its highest point reaches 187 feet. The hippopotamus is the most dangerous mammal in Africa and is responsible for more human deaths on the continent than any other animal. It kills about 500 people each year in Africa, which is twice the number caused by lions. This is a camera lucida, an optical device used by artists as a drawing aid. It creates an optical overlay so that the artist can see both the object and the drawing simultaneously. The Withings Ovinae is a smart mirror presented at CES 2025, designed to monitor the user's health. It includes advanced sensors that measure weight, heart rate, and blood pressure, in addition to performing electrocardiograms to detect arrhythmias. Its artificial intelligence voice assistant provides real-time feedback and personalized advice. Induction heating is a method that uses electromagnetic fields to generate heat in metals. It works through a coil that creates a high-frequency alternating current, inducing electric currents in the material. This process allows rapid and uniform heating without direct contact. It is widely used in industries for forging, welding, and metal hardening. Oyen is an orange cat that arrived at the Negara Zoo in Malaysia. He settled in the capybara enclosure, where the animals accepted him as part of their group. Since then, he has lived with them, attracting great interest from visitors. The zoo officially recognized him as a capybara cat and placed a sign in his habitat. Osmo has developed technology to digitize and replicate smells through artificial intelligence. In laboratory tests, it managed to capture the essence of a coconut and transmit it without human intervention. This breakthrough uses gas chromatography and mass spectrometry to process aromas. Its application could revolutionize sectors such as sensory marketing and public health. The ability to recreate scents remotely opens new technological possibilities. This is how latex gloves are made. These hands you see are the molds into which latex is poured. First, they are cleaned and disinfected to remove any residue. They are dipped into liquid latex and rotated to eliminate excess droplets. After several minutes in the oven, a machine folds the cuffs to make them easier to remove from the mold. Finally, they are tested to ensure there are no holes. La Course de Garçons de Café is a traditional race in Paris where waiters must cover a distance without running, balancing a tray with coffee, croissants, and water. The participants wear classic uniforms and must complete the route without spilling anything. The first edition was held in 1914. This is how the Royal Theatre of Lumberhill managed to build this monumental 22-foot-tall skull. This giant skull is made up of 16 pieces created with three-dimensional printing. This aquarium fish elevator creates a transparent structure suspended above the water where fish can swim freely. It operates based on negative pressure, allowing the water to stay inside without spilling. Meet the orchid mantis, a beautiful but deadly insect. This insect has an almost perfect camouflage that makes it nearly invisible to its prey. Pastry chef Amari Gachon created a fully functional foosball table made entirely of chocolate. Every detail, including the figures and rods, was sculpted with precision. Its design reflects his talent in artistic pastry making. The structure is completely edible and crafted with advanced techniques. Luis Daniel Lorenzo, a mechanic from Moca, Puerto Rico, transforms lawn tractors into fully functional miniature trucks. His creations include turn signals, high and low beams, air conditioning, and other details that make them look like real trucks in reduced size. Since the year 2013, he has designed and built every part by hand, including the doors, cabin, and mechanical system. His project was born from childhood imagination and has gained great popularity. If you place an egg in vinegar for a few days, its shell dissolves due to a chemical reaction between acetic acid and calcium carbonate. In the end, the shell disappears completely, leaving only the inner membrane. This makes the egg soft and flexible. The giant hedgehog cricket, scientifically known as Cosmoteris femoralis, is an insect that has gained popularity as a pet. Its behavior is relatively calm, and attacks on humans are uncommon. It is an omnivorous animal, feeding on a variety of organic materials. Its adaptability allows it to live in captivity without major difficulties. Fork and Film is a restaurant with an innovative concept that combines cinema and gastronomy. During the screening of a movie, diners receive dishes inspired by the scenes they are watching. This allows them to enjoy a unique immersive experience. Every detail is designed to make guests feel like part of the story. On average, a conventional graphite pencil can write up to 50,000 words before running out completely or draw a continuous line stretching up to 35 miles. The professional cameras used for sporting events are truly powerful. Watch how they can zoom quickly without losing focus on their target. This cameraman practices his movements before the game begins. The 3x3 Rubik's Cube has 43 quintillion possible combinations. Despite the enormous number of configurations, all of them can be solved in 20 moves or fewer. Although there is only one correct solution, there are multiple paths to reach it. Mirjana Kika Milosevic is a talented makeup and body painting artist. She is famous for her impressive optical illusions on the face and body. Her transformations include terrifying toy-inspired designs. Arnav Daga, a 15-year-old from India, built the largest house of cards in the world. He used 143,000 cards without adhesives or glue to achieve it. It represents four iconic buildings from Kolkata, his hometown. The project took him 41 days of work. The tunnel book is a binding technique that creates a three-dimensional illusion when unfolded. Popular in the 19th century, it allows two-dimensional drawings to align in layers, creating a perspective of depth similar to a three-dimensional scene. Some aquariums are designed with internal viewing areas for curious cats. These fish tanks have special spaces where cats can observe the fish without disturbing them. The structure allows them to enjoy an underwater view without altering the aquarium's ecosystem. The longest train journey in the world covers 11,650 miles and crosses 13 countries. It begins in Portugal and ends in Singapore, passing through iconic cities such as Lisbon, Paris, Moscow, and Beijing. The journey can last up to 21 days depending on transfers and waiting times. Babies can store memories from an early age, but these become inaccessible over time. The immaturity of the hippocampus affects memory consolidation, making retrieval in adulthood difficult. Recent studies indicate that memories may persist even if they are not easily accessible. It is believed that rapid brain development and neuronal reorganization contribute to this loss. Preikestolen, also known as the Pulpit, is a cliff 1,970 feet high in Norway. It is located in Rogaland, overlooking the Lysefjord, and is one of the country's most famous tourist attractions. Thousands of visitors arrive each year to admire its breathtaking views. It has no safety barriers, making it a risky destination. Stone art has been practiced for centuries using river stones for their natural smoothness. Artisans carefully select, shape, and hollow the stones to create unique vessels. Then, polishing with water and sand gives them a smooth, shiny finish. Each vessel is a work of precision and artisanal beauty. The Backyard Racing Channel created a Hot Wheels track inspired by a water park. It features waterfalls and slides, allowing the cars to travel through water-filled sections. The construction took 3 months using various materials to achieve the design. Bungee jumping at Villarrica volcano in Chile is one of the most extreme experiences in the world. Participants jump with a rope from a helicopter above the crater of the active volcano. The activity is only for the bravest and is carried out under strict safety measures. Villarrica volcano stands more than 9,842 feet high and has a crater filled with molten lava. This is how camels climb steep sand dunes. Their knees are covered with tough leather-like pads. The mansion located atop Kingfisher Towers in Bangalore, India, is one of the country's most luxurious penthouses. It features 40,000 square feet of space and an exclusive design. The property includes a panoramic terrace with a 360-degree view and an infinity pool. It also has private gardens and a helipad built into the structure. This is how Magnum ice cream bars are made. This machine cuts the ice cream and places it on a frozen conveyor belt. Another machine shakes the belt to prevent sticking. Finally, they are transported to another machine that dips them in chocolate. Milk Manga is an initiative by Say Milk in Gifu, Japan, aimed at encouraging milk consumption among children. The company discovered that 65% of children did not finish their milk, affecting their nutrition. To solve this, they created bottles with comics printed in white ink. As the milk is consumed, the comic panels become visible, motivating children to drink it all. The strategy was a success in the region. Now 95% of children finish their milk, significantly improving their health. Butterflies do not have lungs. Instead, they breathe through a system of tracheae. These internal structures transport oxygen directly to their cells. Air enters through small openings called spiracles located on the sides of their bodies. Unlike mammals, they do not pump air. Instead, oxygen is distributed through passive diffusion. Travis Ginger, a horticulture professor from Minnesota, United States, set the world record for the heaviest pumpkin. In the year 2023, his pumpkin reached a weight of 2,750 pounds. On May 26, 2023, Flight Radar 24 recorded an air traffic record. At that moment, more than 22,000 airplanes were flying simultaneously around the world. Furthermore, That day set another record with more than 254,000 tracked flights in total. Squirrels use their sense of smell to recognize each other. They have scent glands around their mouths that produce unique secretions. When they meet another squirrel, they bring their snouts close to identify its scent. Every year, millions of red crabs on Christmas Island migrate from the inland forests to the coast to spawn. The females release their eggs into the water during the full moon. At Cafe 33 in Kyoto, Japan, they serve iced coffee in a unique way. The drink includes a scoop of vanilla ice cream, enhancing its flavor and texture. In addition, the presentation is impressive, turning it into a visual and delicious experience. This is how they fill artificial lakes with fish. They travel in a container and are released through a hose. Benedetto Bufalino is a French artist who transforms everyday objects into surprising installations. He has turned cars into ping-pong tables and backhoes into giant aquariums. He has also designed cement mixers as disco balls and buses converted into swimming pools. His art plays with the recontextualization of urban elements, creating interactive experiences. His thought-provoking works seek to change the perception of the ordinary. Located in Scotland, the Overtown Bridge, built in 1859, connects two hills over the Overtown stream and has gained tragic fame due to a series of mysterious incidents. Since the 1960s, numerous dogs have jumped from the bridge, many dying as a result, leading to speculation about possible supernatural forces. Despite scientific explanations suggesting that animal scents from below the ravine attract the dogs, the phenomenon remains enigmatic. Apart from the typical northern lights, in Finland one can observe a phenomenon known as the pulsating aurora, where the light appears to pulse rhythmically in the night sky. This effect is caused by interactions between charged particles from the sun and Earth's magnetic field, creating a mesmerizing and rare luminous display. The mating of a male bee with the queen is so explosive that the male dies after the act. This happens because the male's reproductive organ breaks after ejaculation, getting stuck inside the queen bee with no way to remove it. In this video, we can see the entire process more closely. The act usually lasts just under 5 seconds, making it both disturbing and sad. This is the leopard tortoise, one of the largest and most striking in all of Africa. Generally, adult specimens reach 16 inches in length and weigh about 29 pounds. However, in exceptional cases, some individuals have measured up to 28 inches long and weighed as much as 88 pounds. The name of this species comes from the spots on its shell, which resemble those of a leopard. This tortoise feeds exclusively on plants. The first emoticon in the world was this smiley face. It was created by Scott Fahlman, a computer scientist from the United States, in 1982, as he sought to add more expressiveness and friendliness to his work. People who have each eye of a different color have a condition called heterochromia of the iris. This occurs for various reasons, including certain diseases. That is why, even when a person is born with it, it is recommended to visit an ophthalmologist to rule out any underlying condition. Ancient civilizations believed that staring at fire for a while improved brain functions such as memory and problem-solving ability, so they did it frequently. The giant hummingbird is the largest hummingbird in the world, reaching between 8.3 and 9.4 inches in length. Its plumage is greenish on the upper part and extends to the tail with a distinctive white spot on the rump. It inhabits South America, from Argentina and Chile to Colombia, mainly in Andean regions. It feeds on nectar and small insects, playing a crucial role in pollination. Its agile and fast flight allows it to travel long distances in search of flowers. The fear of being without a cell phone is called nomophobia. It is a psychological disorder characterized by an irrational fear of not having a mobile phone or internet access. Nomophobia can cause mental stress, anxiety, depression, isolation, headaches, trembling, sweating, or heart palpitations. This phobia has increased in recent years due to easier smartphone access and the rise of social media. The largest Jenga game in the world used caterpillar machines to move the blocks. Each piece measured 96 inches in length and weighed 599 pounds. The game lasted 28 hours, and they managed to remove 16 blocks before the structure collapsed. The pinewood blocks were assembled with great precision, allowing the structure to reach an impressive height before falling. Has your pet ever slept by your feet? You should know that this behavior is not only about comfort, but also about emotional bonding. By resting close, dogs can stay alert to certain signals, expressing their desire to accompany you whenever you are about to leave. The Chinese characters called Hanzi form a logographic writing system that represents words or morphemes instead of sounds. Each character is made up of strokes that can vary in number and complexity. Unlike phonetic alphabets, Chinese characters are not based on individual sounds. Many characters include radicals, which are fundamental components that convey meaning. Racehorses follow rigorous training routines to maintain their physical performance. Some trainers include hydrotherapy and swimming in their daily regimen. Hydrotherapy involves cold water spas and underwater treadmills. Swimming improves muscle tone and lung capacity. This screen in a shopping mall creates a deceptive visual effect. It is an optical illusion because our brain assumes that the blue rectangle marks the border. Therefore, when the image crosses it, we perceive it as being in 3 dimensions. In 2013, Austrian domino art created a structure of 100,000 dominoes. The tower reached over 20 feet in height, setting a world record. It was recognized by Guinness as the largest domino structure in the world. Its collapse was part of an impressive chain reaction. Lego was founded in Billund, Denmark, and launched its first plastic block set in 1958. The company maintains a private archive containing all the sets produced over the years. This collection has grown significantly and includes the most recent releases. Sape is a French-Swiss artist known for his enormous paintings on mountains and hills. He uses biodegradable paint made from charcoal, chalk, water, and milk proteins. His works are temporary, as they fade over time and with rain. Vatican City is the least populated country in the world, with approximately 800 inhabitants. Its existence is tied to the seat of the Pope and the administration of the Catholic Church. Its religious and diplomatic importance guarantees its stability as an independent state. Despite its small population, it continues to play a key role in the international community. The step into the Void Glass viewpoint is located on the Aiguille du Midi mountain in the French Alps. It sits at an altitude of 12,605 feet and offers a breathtaking view of Mont Blanc. It is a glass box with transparent walls, ceiling, and floor that extends from the mountain's edge. The drop from the viewpoint is approximately 3,280 feet. In China, if you cross the street before or after the light changes, your face is projected onto a public screen so that everyone can see how irresponsible you are. When the World Is Not Designed for You is a commercial that aims to raise awareness about the inclusion of people with disabilities. It shows an inverted world where everything is designed exclusively for them, excluding those without disabilities. Its purpose is to reflect the daily challenges they face and promote a more accessible environment. On Jupiter, there is a storm that has been active for more than 3 centuries. Its existence was first documented in 1664, and it has been named the Great Red Spot. It is estimated to be large enough to encompass about 1.3 times the diameter of Earth. In Chengdu, China, the Qi City Forest Garden, an ecological complex with vegetation-covered balconies, was developed. However, the lack of maintenance led to uncontrolled plant growth, attracting a large number of mosquitoes. The infestation affected the livability of the area, causing many residents to abandon their homes. What began as an ecological project ended up creating unexpected problems. The Red Head Days Festival is celebrated every year in the city of Tilburg in the Netherlands since the year 2005, with the purpose of honoring the identity of red-haired people. Thousands of attendees from different parts of the world participate in various activities, such as photo sessions, workshops, and gatherings. The group photograph is one of the most representative events, and each year it has a different color theme. The motorized Mugo pants were developed by Arc'teryx and Skip to improve walking mobility. They increase leg strength by up to 40%, assisting hikers on difficult terrain. They incorporate electric motors at the knees and carbon fiber supports to distribute effort. The battery provides up to 3 hours of assistance and recharges automatically when going downhill. Jean-Baptiste Chandelier is a paragliding pilot specialized in proximity flight. His flying style requires extreme control and extensive experience. Thanks to his skill, he has become a prominent figure in the paragliding world. Quantum supercomputers use principles of quantum mechanics such as superposition and quantum interference. Unlike classical computers, they use qubits that can exist in multiple states simultaneously. This allows them to solve certain problems much faster. Some chefs have this tattoo on their palm to easily measure portions of salt or spices without using spoons or scales. Stephen Mortensen is a renowned street artist known for his ability to imitate a living human statue. His talent allows him to remain motionless for hours in public spaces. His work combines complete body control with detailed makeup and realistic costumes. He is admired for his dedication and professionalism in every performance. This is how figure skaters safely practice their tricks. This harness prevents them from falling while learning new moves. This company called Relief makes paper bags without cutting down a single tree. They use fallen autumn leaves as fiber. They are completely sustainable. The cable car is an aerial transport system that uses cabins suspended by cables to move people or cargo. It operates through steel cables supported by towers and a motorized station that drives the motion. It is common in mountainous or hard-to-access terrain. Its use has increased in cities to improve connectivity. The silver pheasant is a species that inhabits the forests of Asia. The male has black and white plumage, while the female is brown. Both have red legs and faces. It is common in poultry farming and can still be found in the wild. Some subspecies are rare and threatened. Its adaptability to different habitats has allowed its conservation. These are sea butterflies. They are marine snails. They have two wing-shaped lobes that flap to move up and down through the water. The statue of Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro has a hollow interior designed to facilitate maintenance. Inside the structure, there are internal passages that allow access to different parts, such as the hands and the head. Hippopotomonstrous esquipedaliophobia is the irrational fear of pronouncing very long or complex words. This is how vending machines detect fake coins. When you insert a coin, it is carefully examined by a light sensor that checks its size and shape. A pair of electromagnets verify that the coin's material matches the expected composition. NASCAR drivers lose a significant amount of weight during races. This is mainly due to dehydration, as temperatures inside the cars can exceed 212 degrees Fahrenheit during races lasting 2 or 3 hours. For this reason, drivers must follow diets rich in carbohydrates and proteins to avoid losing muscle mass. At the same time, they must exercise enough to maintain consistent weight, since variations could affect vehicle performance. The Suriname toad has a unique reproductive method in the animal kingdom. Instead of laying eggs in water, the young develop in small holes on the mother's back. There, they complete their growth until they emerge as fully formed toads. This process lasts between 3 and 4 months. This is the Sign Forest in Canada. It has become a tradition for people from all over the world to bring signs from their home countries. There are currently more than 100,000. There are already bicycle tires made with technology that NASA has been developing for vehicles that explore the surface of the Moon and Mars. These are called MTL, developed by Smart Tire Company. Their patented load-bearing design takes advantage of the unique properties of shape memory metals. They have a casing made of a titanium and nickel structure that can expand, contract, or bend at a very fast rate and still recover 100% of its shape. Because of these properties, they never need to be inflated and cannot be punctured. This is the most isolated cabin in the United States. It is located in the Cascade Range in the state of Washington. It was built in 1930 and served as a fire lookout post. Today, it still stands thanks to a group of volunteers who regularly hike up to maintain it. The company REM Space achieved the first communication between two people inside a lucid dream. The experiment took place on September 24, 2024, where the participants exchanged a message while sleeping. Special sensors were used to detect brain waves and a polysonography system. In South Korea, many streets and highways have this type of barrier. When a vehicle hits it, it rolls along the barrier, reducing damage and preventing rollover accidents. In Denmark, the grading system uses a 7-step scale where the highest grade is 12, equivalent to excellent performance. This system replaced the old 13-point scale in 2006. A grade of 10 represents very good performance, while 7 indicates an acceptable level. Lower scores such as 4 or 2 reflect learning difficulties. 0 and -3 indicate total failure. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe so you don't miss more interesting content. Leave your comments and click on any of these videos. See you next time.